Welcome to Conflict News 24. Today's bulletin includes news stories from Russia-Ukraine conflict, where on Monday Russian President Putin is going to make some key decisions, and secondly, Belarus-Ukraine tensions are rising on Belarus-Ukraine border. Not a sudden, but an escalation is being seen. A few hours ago, Belarusian government summoned Ukrainian ambassador and accused Ukraine of planning a strike on Belarus. And after that, Ukrainian Foreign Ministry issued a statement. Secondly, Israel-Lebanon tensions, where Israel is planning to extract gas from a controversial site in the Mediterranean Sea. 2 days ago, Israel put its military on high alert. Lebanon, Hezbollah based in Lebanon, are warning Israel against start of extraction of gas from this site. But today, reportedly, a company based in the US started some testing operations on this site, which could lead to more escalation between Israel and Lebanon. Firstly, viewers, on Monday, Putin will chair a meeting of National Security Council. Russian president is going to chair this key meeting. Some important decisions will be made in coming hours. The meeting is being held in the backdrop of what happened in Crimea on Saturday. On Saturday, a bridge, rail and road bridges linking Crimea with mainland Russia were blown up. And today, Russia formally accused Ukraine that Ukrainian intelligence agents were behind this attack. Bridge was partially damaged. It was reopened for traffic after a few hours. It has been reopened for rails as well. Russia called it an act of terror today in a statement, but Russia rejected the possibility of using a nuclear option in response to what happened in Crimea today. But Russia intensified its airstrikes and shelling on Zaporizhia today. Around 10 people were killed in Russian shelling on Zaporizhia city today. In recent days, we have seen that Russian military has intensified its drone strikes, shelling on Zaporizhia city. Now, what is going to be Russian response to Ukrainian attack on Crimea bridge? Ukraine has not officially claimed the responsibility for attack on Crimea bridge, but it is generally believed that Ukraine was behind this attack. Some say that it was basically a Russian false flag operation. Russia could announce some major moves against Ukraine on Monday. So coming hours very crucial. We'll update you after Monday's meeting, due to be chaired by President Putin, and reportedly he might address the nation as well, though not confirmed. National Security Council meeting is being confirmed. It will take place, but his public address has not been confirmed so far. Secondly, viewers, tensions are rising on Belarus-Ukraine border. We know that when this war between Russia and Ukraine started in February, on the 24th of February this year, Russian forces entered Ukraine from Russia and from Belarus. Russians were conducting military maneuvers there, and from there they tried to move towards the Ukraine capital Kiev. But that first push towards the Ukraine capital Kiev was repelled by Ukrainian forces. Ultimately, Russians withdrew from the areas to the north of Kiev back into Belarus. But since then, tensions have been persisting on Ukraine-Belarus border. And in recent days, we have been receiving reports about Russian flights carrying weapons and troops to Belarus. It was being speculated that Russia could make a move, another move towards Ukrainian territories from Belarus. On Saturday, Belarusian Foreign Ministry summoned Ukrainian ambassador to Belarus, and Belarus protested to Ukrainian ambassador that Ukraine was planning a strike on Belarus. After that, we saw a statement from Ukrainian Foreign Ministry which rejected Belarusian claim, and it said that Russia was planning a major provocation from Belarus on Ukrainian territory. So tensions are rising. Both sides have made large-scale deployments on border. Reportedly, around 15,000 Ukrainian soldiers are deployed on Ukraine-Belarus border to stop any incursion, any attack from Belarus on Ukraine. On the other side of the border, Belarus has deployed around 6,000 to 8,000 soldiers on its side. So both sides, both countries have deployed soldiers to their border areas. Tensions rising. We know that Lukashenko, Belarusian president, is Putin's ally. He is supporting this war. He is supporting Russian offensive on Ukraine, though in February and March only Belarusian soil was used by Russia. Belarusian military and military assets were not involved, though some sources say that Russia is using Belarusian weapons as well. So while Russia is retreating from Kharkiv, from northern Donetsk, and now from some parts of Luhansk, can it afford to open a new front for Belarus? Let's see. Putin is known for making strange decisions. No one was expecting withdrawal of Russian forces from close to Kiev. What he did? Then retreat from Kharkiv. No one was expecting this retreat as well a few weeks ago rather. You saw what happened. Let's see what is he planning, Putin, this time. Lastly, was despite protest by Lebanon, Israel is going to start gas extraction from a disputed site in the Mediterranean Sea. Israel and Lebanon are involved in a dispute over maritime borders for years. US has been trying to mediate between Israel and Lebanon, and a draft agreement was submitted to Lebanon and Israel a few days ago. Lebanon rejected the agreement. Main dispute is over Karish, which is a site from where Israel is planning to start extraction of gas. Lebanon rejected, US made a draft agreement. Israel put its military on high alert 2 days ago. Israel said that it would press ahead with extraction of gas from Karish gas rig. And today, reportedly, a British company has started testing activities at Karish gas rig. Energian is the name of the company which is working on Karish gas rig. And today the company confirmed in a statement that it had started testing the equipment at the site. So in coming hours, not coming hours, in coming days, Israel is planning to start extraction of gas from Karish gas rig without reaching an agreement with Lebanon. Lebanon, Hezbollah based in Lebanon, they have been warning Israel against starting gas extraction from this site, which is on Israel-Lebanon maritime border. So tensions rising with Israeli military on high alert. Iran, which is a backer of Hezbollah, is watching all these developments very closely. US says that it has prepared a new draft which is going to be sent to Israel and Lebanon in coming days. Let's see, will this new draft be agreed by Lebanon and Israel? That remains to be seen. But no matter what happens, Israel has decided to press ahead with extraction of gas from this disputed site in the Mediterranean Sea, which has large natural gas reserves. Thank you for watching.